It's the book of Alpha running me, nigga. Read it or weep.
You deserve what you accept. But by the same token, you deserve what you demand. Now let me explain this. Whatever is taking place in your life, whether you are as happy as you want to be or you are living a life of misery in order to not rock the boat that you're in. The homie Vato Solo shared a comment from Jeff Smith, and I want to give Jeff Smith props for summing up this whole MGTOW, Alpha Running Me, SPI lifestyle that so many of us have become hip to over the past few years or so. Now, me for one, I've been on this since early on. You know, I saw my mom do some things to my dad that sent me on this path from the age of 7. Now, have I dibbled and dabbled around with the status quo, committed relationship shit over the years? Yeah, I've done it a few times, tried it a few times, and this shit never fit my foot, man. I got corns on my feet now for trying to fit my feet in those shoes, man. So this is what the homie Jeff Smith says about the whole thing. And if you apply this to your life, you'll understand why you shouldn't be in the situation you're in. Look, you're only going to be alive for about 80 years if you're lucky. The last 10 to 15 are going to be about physical survival. Not a lot of fun. At least not as much fun as when you were under 60. We have a very well-determined time frame of between 18 and, say, 65 to live a good life. A positive life is important because this is the only one we will have. Why waste it being a muppet? Why be a beta to some bitch who has little use for you other than your capability of making her happy? And even that will change with her moods. The fact is, she will never be happy. But you can be happy, very happy. Instead of doing the same stupid things millions of other men do and sacrifice your precious life or a large portion of it to an ungrateful bitch, why not indulge yourself? A nice quiet home decorated as you wish, nice cars, vacations, clothes, investments, and anything you wish because it's your life to live. Go out and get laid with one of the many whores out there. Or not. Do anything you want to whenever you want because you are truly free. It doesn't matter if you're a mechanic or an investment banker. You will be much better off going MGTOW and living the dream. Now, there is not much I can add to this from the homie Jeff Smith, and you know, this pretty much sums it up all together. If you base your life, your own happiness on the happiness of a woman, you're a fucking fool, man. You don't deserve to call yourself man without putting Gina on the end of it. You have to understand, man, that your life is yours. You do the things that make you feel wonderful, the things that bring you pleasure, the things that bring you joy, and never allow a woman to pressure you into that shit. Now, granted, there are some women who will treat you like a king, but you're a king with or without that bitch. You don't have to only consider yourself a king when a woman treats you like a king. The problem is you niggas are allowing women to validate your manhood, to validate your value. When did we get to the point where a man would validate himself by the smile on his woman's face? I know you see these fucked up memes all the time telling you that you can judge the value of a man by the smile on the woman beside him. Man, that's beta male simp shit. You have to understand that you as a man are the king of the world if you want to embrace that position. Or you can be a beta male motherfucker who allows a woman to dictate to you what gives you value. Now, I did a video on entitled "You Define Good Man," and if you are of the mindset that your value as a man is attached to a woman or a family or anything outside of yourself and living how the fuck you want to live, I advise you to go and listen to that vid. You deserve whatever you accept. But you can also be an alpha male-minded, self-prioritized motherfucker and only get the things that you demand. It's the book of Alpha running me, nigga. Read it or weep.